All right, guys, welcome back to another day of playing chess every single day until I am 1500 elo on all time controls. I was just doing some bullets, so let's go into our 10-minute game. If this is your first time, don't like and subscribe yet. Make sure you want to see this mess over and over again. Otherwise, so I would just wait to stick around for a couple minutes, 5-10 minutes, then be like, yeah, no, not this one. I don't like this guy. Or maybe you do like it, but just know what you're getting into. We're doing the 3 Knights game against the Petrov's defense. Do I Fianchetto? I don't really know what to do with the Petrov. To be honest with you guys, I don't want to ruin the pawn structure, though. If I do this, then we're really in bad shape. Although, I mean, I could castle. I like castling this way because opponent's probably going to castle that way. I could take the free pawn. I know that's something, but then I don't really know what happens here. I think you come here and then I'm scrambling to get a bishop out. Here I'm pinning my own king, which feels weird, so we're not going to do it. We're going to go this way. See how this feels to us. This is hanging now, so let's just develop our bishop to save that pawn. Opponent decided not to take it. That's fine. I'll keep the bishop pair then. Happily, my good sir. This knight's really not going anywhere unless you try to come up here. And I don't want to commit to castling. Let's do we here, but then we encourage him to go that way. I could still castle this way and not have any sort of problems with my development as far as like pawn structure. Although this is a nice little, just castle this way. Because he's got no bishops though, dude. So where's this knight going? This would open up a little too much for me if he does go here. Goes here and then comes out here. No, what? Or I just do this so this knight can't come harass anything. Because this person looks like they are happy exchangers. So we're going to go here to prevent this because I guess I could just take, so they're not going to come here anyway. Now they've committed this way. Do I want to castle? That was just a waiting move to see if I'm going to castle or not. Why don't we pin this knight? Just seems like a good move. Everything's kind of passive right now. We can't really do anything. So do we want him to ruin his pawn structure by... That makes us maybe castle this way now. Interesting. Is he gonna castle this way? So we can go for this, but he's not gonna push this for a pawn break there, right? No, no way, no way. If we go here, I mean, I can preemptively move my bishop back as to not have a tempo wasted. Although it's nice here. If you go here, what's the best move here? I don't really know. Do we just continue pushing? When in doubt, h4, right? No, don't take that. I don't know shit about that. Well, now that it almost like he wants me to keep pushing this, right? Oh, queen exchange. I'll go ahead and say no to that. And I think since the queen's over here, I think it makes sense to castle to my queen side. Well, I guess we both of our queen sides, so that was stupid to say. Stupid to say. But I mean, his knights can't go anywhere. Oh, yep. So that pawn is hanging. But then what about this? This knight comes here. Yep. This pawn's hanging. We could go here. That way the pawn doesn't hang. Takes. Right, and if you take, I take. This pawn's held. And that's hanging. So what about this? If you take, I take with the bishop, and so that way I don't lose a pawn here. And the queen doesn't defend this anymore, so the knight still can't come in here. This is held. The minute I do this, kind of renders this entire side useless. I do gotta get castled though. Well, but see, you know, now I don't know. This could be that, right? Yeah. Queen takes this, and then we castle. That's held. Held. And I can just kind of jump in here. Oh, buddy. My rook's held. No way. Huh. Well, I want to own the files, so we were not going to take that bishop first. But what we can do... What if we kick this? Where's this going? Can't go here, here, or here. It can't go here. It can't take because it's hanging. It can go here. I mean, obviously not here, not here. It can go here, which would be... Oh, this is held twice. This is attacked twice. Oh, so this actually would be good to block that. Because then that way you are not looking at this rook anymore. And then I actually do control the file. Ooh, that was... Could have been bad. All right, let's do this. Feels like it's the only thing we can do. And I can also go here and maybe start lining up some diagonalities. Ooh, this looks pleasant somehow for me. Why? Why does this look good to me? This is kind of overextended though. I could come and back this pawn up because that one's held. But I think this is okay. And then if you take, I take. And it feels like I'm controlling a very good... I mean, the only truly open file. So this feels fine. The only thing is I'm a little low on time compared to my opponent. Yep, I will happily make that exchange. Because now I own this. And I can go here and hold this twice. This is a little loose though. I could tuck my king up out of the way so that we don't have a problem. Do I want to... Okay. Where does my queen want to go? Where does my queen... Let's put it here. So this is held twice. This is held. And then this is held. So now we have really no problems. Where does this want to come? Is it going to reroute here? But what if I go this? But that kind of opens up the little wooden shield on the king. Or not windshield. What the hell am I talking about? Windshield. The little shield on the king. Because this... I could go here. Okay, but if I go here, this really has nowhere to go, right? So maybe it's worth it. If I go here, this feels correct. That's why we wanted to hold this twice. Okay, hang on. Takes, check. You gotta move this way, right? Rook here. Or what if I go to rook here first? I guess this can come here now. If I take here, you have to do something about this right away. You might take with the queen. I'm gonna run out of time here. Here you have to do something immediately. No, because you can take with this and then you're set. I don't want to give up this bishop. It's so strong. And I don't have to, though. What can I do? How do I back this pawn up? Well, I go here. I'm going to go here. You take, I'm going to take with check. You have to take, and then I can get my queen in. There's stuff I can do now. Something feels good about that. Ah, okay. What if I do this? What if we exchange queens? There, my bishop and rook win, right? Because now you can't. Here takes. Then I go here. Yeah, let's do that. I think it's time to exchange queens. I have a... It kind of doesn't really help me out here with this structure with these two pawns. But now this is hanging. And now this is hanging. And you can't protect both. Let's get the kings in. Or like my king in at least. And also give an escape to my piece here, to my bishop. That's fine. And go here. Oh man. What just happened to my cursor here? And we can go here and here. Oh wait, here. Here. We go here. Check. What are you going to do with that? I feel like a mating that's starting to come up around this little area. Ooh. That feels like you don't have many places to go now. I got 1:36 to finish this. I can go in here. Okay, I'm going to go here now. You're going to have to move. Where's this going? Yeah, you know, that's fine, but I don't believe you. And now this is in jail. Like, I mean, you're locked in. And I can come in here. That's fine. I want to get in here. Why are you letting me have stuff? Hold on. Is he gonna get there in time? I don't think so. Good. All set now. "57 seconds in a dream." I just gotta get over here. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Is it worth the sack? Shit. That's fine. This is check. You gotta keep checking me. I have checkmate in 3, I believe. If you let me. I believe. I don't think you have any checks left. Nope. Nope. Yes. Yes. And yes. Yes! Oh my god. Ha 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 ha! I will take that. Yes. Let's review that game. Wow. There was no way I had a lot of good stuff in there, but what matters is that we won. That's all that matters. Oh, that was stressful. That was stressful. I wanted that one so bad. 1373. I want to get to 1400 so bad by day 100. You guys. Oh, terrible playing. Terrible playing. Let's start this review. I played so bad. This is so bad. What is the best move here? What's the best move here? Let's learn. It is to take that free pawn. Okay. And then what? But it's still relatively even. I mean, I come back, we take, and then I end up with a bad structure anyway, and then I lose a pawn anyway. Okay. I guess this is better, though. Oh, man. Developing everything, and then keeping the bishop here. The bishop, which ended up being huge in the end. Oh, man. This guy was just happy to trade everything. And these were all small improving moves, except for that. It's a better option to castle right away. Oh, this was a mistake. What was the best move? To back this pawn up. Duh, that was another way of defending it. Is by... Because now you have to trade. I don't really lose that much on the trade. And this puts pressure on this knight right away. And where is it going? That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. But at this point, I was just so bloodthirsty for this freaking knight. And then I was totally losing here. Look at that. Entirely losing here. Because this rook was hanging and I didn't even notice. And my opponent didn't notice either. And you guys were probably screaming at the screen going, your rook's hanging. But... here we go. Protected it. Good move there to back up the knight or the pawn. Good move here to get that extra pawn held. This was the best move positionally because now that knight's a little less useful. And my bishop was way more useful than their knight in the end. I knew this was a mistake. They should have taken... I think the best move had to have been to take this pawn. Yes. Because now I have to take here. You take here. And it's not entirely certain like what happens next. Here, that's their advantage. And then they gave it away here. I mean, I was significantly back in the game. Didn't take advantage of it, but the queen trade helped me. And then just navigating this endgame, trying to stay some sort of principle by putting the king in the center. I'm losing a pawn here somehow. And all of these are bad moves because I'm losing a pawn. And I don't know what pawn I'm losing. Wait, hold on. Let's see what pawn am I losing? Oh, that's right. They fork. This knight was in the game and they didn't take advantage of it. So then I kept just trying to improve the position. Great move here. I won that pawn back. And then this knight had nowhere to go. And now it was in jail. It can't get out. It didn't really do much until after the block. Taken there. What was the best move here? Oh, duh, to come back and defend the bishop and then still keep this as a threat. Okay. Best move there, best move there, best move there. What was the best move here? Oh, just to get out of this because I could exchange for this knight anywhere I wanted to go. And I still had eyes on this bad boy. You wouldn't have time to get around. Wow, smart, duh. I'm not, just to get, because then it blocked my scoped here. Right there. That's why the end was so up and down. Okay. Oh, and you guys can't see this. What am I doing? Come on. Right here. Look at this. Look at this. How up and down this is. It's not good. I mean, in the evaluation bar kept going haywire here, and you guys will see that. And then, what was the best move here? It was to take here. And then I lose a queen. I'm still losing here. But they needed to keep checking me. So I'm so lost here. I'm so lost here. And they needed to keep checking me. And I got out of it. And as soon as I got out of it and there was no checks left, I knew I had this mate. Oh my gosh. I didn't deserve that game. But sometimes you just gotta somehow find a way to stay in it. And I think that's the lesson we learned today. Is just find a way to stay in it. Even if you're just completely losing. Also, why it's important to not resign with multiple pieces left on the board. Maybe if it was like one queen against a king at this level is fine. But if like the material is still relatively equal and it's not necessarily clear, like you're both, I just think even though I was losing and I could have recognized that I was totally losing there because my king was way more open and he had two pieces that could have kept checking it and somehow he didn't. I think that it was important to just stay in it because I knew that I had it. It was just a tempo difference there. So maybe that's what we learned. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.